Hello there, and yes, this is a nice intro. I love doing these ones. Please welcome everybody, Dr. Sue Williams, doctor in quantum counseling. What's it? Zoetic energy dynamics for the owner
Yes,
and horse. We'll come back to that one.
yes,
Also, clinical hypnotherapist, 6 years.
yes.
And I won't say recently, but the last 6, 8 months ago, you started and we did the Athlete Secret Weapon approved practitioner course.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
give us a bit of an intro for other hypnotherapists who potentially going, yeah, I want to niche in something, peak performance would be good, whether it's business or sport or even in the arts. But yeah, give us a bit of a rundown on, I guess, your experience of the training, results, how it's influenced your life and your business, because it's not just
Yeah,
business, it's about life, and the results you're getting.
yes. Well, I was very fortunate to be accepted into Stuart's course. I know that he doesn't accept everyone, uh, s- but I jumped at the chance when I first saw the ad come up for the practitioner training because I had previously done Stuart's athlete training. And I did that because I work with athletes, and I thought, well, I'll get a different viewpoint, see what it's like to be trained in mindset as an athlete.
Yeah.
And I'm a competitive horse rider, so I guess we class ourselves as being athletes. It's quite a physical thing that we do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, just getting that other side, being coached as an athlete rather than me coaching someone else,
Mm.
which of course is part of my hypnotherapy business. But it gave me a real insight. And then the training came up to be a practitioner. I thought, oh, I really do have to apply for this and see if I get in.
Mm.
As I said, I was fortunate enough to get in and completed the training, and it's just been a real revelation about how you can use mindset training with athletes.
Yeah.
Because in my practice prior to the sports training, I dealt a lot with mainly women who had issues with their riding. Something had happened, they'd had a fall or an incident,
Mm.
and they had just developed such a negative mindset that they had virtually stopped riding altogether. The
Yeah.
fear was overwhelming. And I had techniques to get rid of that fear, and they got out and rode again. But now that I have done this training with Stuart, it's a whole other level because now these women who are happy to be out riding again, going and competing, they
Mm.
can actually set their sights on being a much higher level rider. I can give them the tools to move up through the levels.
Yeah.
And and if they do encounter new fear, which they will, give them the tools to overcome that new fear because that'll be at a whole different level to what they've experienced before.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, I have found it so beneficial adding these tools to what I had before.
Yeah, because it's given you because you got your existing business of 6 years, but you got the typical your clients, but now to be able to do this and you got the peak performance aspect as well and the
Yes.
coaching.
Mm,
You tell me about one of your case study. Can you give
yeah.
a bit of a review on that because she's been through the process.
Yes, yes, that was quite amazing. She had been watching what I was doing, was reporting my results online, and she's also a coach as well as a dressage rider. So she had heard of other people who had been my clients who had gone out and got riding again after overcoming their fear. And she said,
Mm.
well, yeah, as good as I am, I do have fears
Mm.
and doubts and thinking I'm not good enough. So we went through the process. We got the peak performance happening for her riding. She immediately
Mm.
started performing at the higher level.
Yeah.
Just going out there because I had spoken to her a couple of times at competitions because I've known her a very long time. And she said, can you wait because I just have to go and vomit before I go and ride? I said, you have to have a session with me. And she said, I know. But
Yeah.
that was before I had Stuart's tools to add to my
Mm.
arsenal. And so she wouldn't have got the full benefit at that stage. But yeah, she did. And she has just gone out and she's killing it.
Yeah.
with the higher level riding. She's a better coach because she's overcome that, oh, I'm not good enough feeling.
Yeah.
So, and I think even in her own private life, I've found this with so many of the women that I've helped over the years, their life improves
Mm.
well away from the riding because it gives them confidence.
Yeah.
And now, wow, the confidence these
Yeah.
athletes' secret weapon tools give people is just amazing.
And it is. It's different. I mean, if anyone watching this, you're probably a hypnotherapist anyway. So um, you've got existing tools, and I found that myself coming into hypnosis, did the traditional clinical hypnosis training, and you step in, you go, yeah, that's great for 95% of the population, but the top 5%, the elite performers in sport, in life, in business, in arts and science, their brain works differently.
Mm.
They need to
Yep,
push. So therefore, what I've done is basically over the last 18 years is deconstruct these older processes that are incredibly powerful for dealing and solutions based, but the performance base is different. So you deconstruct, reconstruct, evolve, and fine tune. So these the athletes are kind of looking this way and looking up rather than trying to fix stuff from the past. They're just woof. So the power of doing those, it is different
mm,
because we're kind of getting the person instead of doing, and we use this a lot of hypnosis, I guess, associations or presentations I do, is people are talking about parts integration. Within the athlete, we're kind of wanting this part separation. So we've got the
absolutely.
athlete and the human.
Yeah,
That person goes to compete. So these traits don't hold this one back, and these
that's
traits
it.
don't affect this one in a real life situation.
Yeah, and we have spoken before too. It's not only the athlete, it's what the athlete also has to be away
Mm.
from their sport. They have to be promoting themselves. They have to deal with their coach. They have to deal with
Mm.
media as they get
Yeah.
higher up the ladder,
Mm.
marketing themselves. So they have to be a business person as well. And all these tools
Yeah.
add to that capability
Mm.
because they'll be able to speak to the media. They won't be umming and
Yeah,
ahhing.
and it's all the confidence which you don't
Yeah,
normally get from a typical hypnosis approach.
yeah. Mm,
When you fear of public speaking, well, this way, we're creating the ultimate version of you. We're working through it so that's beneficial and positive. So
mm.
all the training we've done, and then obviously we've got the 4 days of training, but we've also got the locker rooms.
Yes.
Every week on a Thursday morning, 2 hours with the whole bunch of men. We're creating a group of 55. They're the best in the world. So yeah, Sue was, she says lucky enough. I'm going, oh, there's Sue. We're
Oh,
needing the equestrian. Um,
thank you.
but just explain the locker room and the benefits you've had for that.
Yeah, well, that's the ongoing training, and it's not just the training because we're getting together as a group of like-minded people who have had the training. So we know where we're coming from, we know the tools available to us, and we share our clients' stories. I mean, it's we don't. It's always very private. We don't go
Mm,
into deep details, but we talk about things that have worked, things that maybe haven't worked as well.
mm,
I know there are a couple of the ladies now who are both in New Zealand who are collaborating on many things and
yeah,
getting out there, and someone will find something and then refer it to one of the others in the
yeah.
group. So it's real camaraderie, it's real support, and we're even sort of mentoring each other because we
Yeah.
share our own stories, our own tools that they may not know about.
Yeah.
And
Like we were
it's
talking
just,
this morning. I mean, we've got Dr. Sue, you with all your skill sets. We've got a medical doctor over in the US.
mm,
We've got Hypnosis New Zealand head Justine Lett.
yep,
And we've got skill sets from around the world. It's just
yeah,
adding value to this big collaboration. I mean, we're talking pricing structure as well. So everyone is getting
yes,
the same pricing around the world, the same processes, the same outcomes, the same solution.
mm,
And we're all supporting each other as practitioners. And
yep,
you end up with these clients and you need some help. You can phone in anyone who can best serve you and help you in that given state. So this is what I find is probably even more powerful than just the individual processes. Not only is the 4 day training, but you actually go through your own peak performance program within that.
yes.
It's also the ongoing 2 hours of mentoring every week. And yeah, it's got a new
Oh,
energy of its own. It's just
hugely
beyond what
valuable.
I thought. It's brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been um, probably the thing that makes your training stand apart because it's the ongoing learning.
Yeah.
And you get the basics, and that's amazing because you build on your own techniques.
Yeah.
You get a whole other layer, but then you're continually learning
Yeah.
with the discussions every week. So, yeah, it's just been
Can
amazing.
get a bit weird and a bit abstract, but it's generally
Well, it
good
can
knowledge.
be, but that's good. That's
It is.
expanding your brain.
It is. Testing.
Uh,
So yes. So look, if anyone's interested, if you want to have a chat with Sue, please feel free to do that. If you want to reach out, set a time, we can have a conversation together. But
yeah.
seriously, if you're a professional hypnotherapist and you really want to focus on elite performers, don't forget it's also business and sport because
Yes.
business is very similar.
Mm.
Yeah, reach out. Let's have a conversation. Okay? Like
Mm.
Sue said, not everyone's going to get through. Not everyone's going to have the right passion, the right purpose, the right drive, because I'm only selecting the top 55 in the world. Okay?
Mm.
That's it. Don't know why 55. 50 seemed little too much. 100 was way too much. 55, that's a good number.
Yeah. Yeah. And you did mention, talking about the pricing, I would advise people to get in as soon as they can because this is going to explode and it'll be just a constant fight for people to want to get into the
Yeah,
course.
it's going to be a lot more selective with countries and specialists. So, I mean, males in team sports, international, Europe, US, we're getting there now, Canada. Yeah, reach out if that's your thing. We'll find time to do the training, and we'll even if we allocate for certain time zones. But it's been awesome, Sue. Thank you so much for reaching out and helping. It's been a blast. So
Yes, it has.
it's still a blast. Um, yeah, so we'll finish it there. Otherwise, we'll just keep
Mhm.
talking all day and we'll have to
We
cut
will.
short anyway.
We do that.
Yeah, we do. So appreciate it. Thank you so much,
Yep.
Sue. Thanks for your support and talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks, Stuart.
See
Talk
ya.
soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.